Here, late in the fourth with the football. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. And he fires one, but incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Flacco. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason... And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And unable to get down. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And they'll run it here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So a defensive... Timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Heading back out there now, the Saints defense. And they have been so strong all game long. They just need to show up here one final time, Charles.
And this isn't a spot where they're going to run out onto the field and look at each other and say, okay, can we hold on? They've been strong all game, as you talked about.
Yeah, you got some confidence.
Confidence. They're thinking, let's just go out there and shut them down 1, 2, 3 and get out of here. That's how they feel right now.
Back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. One receiver left, two to the right. He's back to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Benjamin, the man in motion left. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Back to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. It's complete right side to Benjamin. It's an 8-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Pressure mounting. Flacco. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, "You're in a bad situation, laddie. Don't compound it."
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. One last gasp for Flacco. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that...